Hey there, my name is Igor Kafetz, and this is a review of this Joola indoor ping pong table. Now, I hope you can hear me okay, and I hope you'll be able to see all the things I want to show you. But you're in my basement right now, and I've always had a dream of having a ping pong table at my home, but I've never had a home big enough to fit a ping pong table. And when I moved here, one of the biggest concerns that I've had is, would it fit? Because this is a closed basement, so there's no door to just walk outside or anything, and I had to bring it in through a really narrow pathway. Well, the good thing is that this table actually fit through the pathway, which means, in my opinion, it probably is going to fit into virtually any door, standard North American at least door. So as far as the size is concerned, it's a safe bet that this will probably fit wherever you want to place it, and especially if you want to put it in your garage or anywhere with a big, just wide and really tall doorway. Now, as far as the table itself is concerned, when I got it, I had to put it together, and I'm not the kind of guy that can put stuff together. I'm honestly not. I'm a digital marketer, so I'm great on the computer, but I'm really not great with physical items. But the thing about this table is that it came almost half assembled. So a lot of this stuff was already attached to the table, like these things and these things right here, the red stuff. Right. So all I really had to do is just I had to attach these legs really, and the wheelbase, and other than that I really didn't have to do much. So it took me about 45 minutes or so to put it all together with my wife. Again, for me, that's just record time, just so you understand. I'm not good, like, I don't actually have a screwdriver in my home. Like, I don't do anything myself, and it came with the right tools. It was just awesome. It was just amazing, and I highly recommend it. There's just one thing that was a bit tricky, was to tighten these screws, but what I've done is I called a friend, my neighbor, and he provided me with a special tool that made it easier, but it wasn't necessarily mandatory to put it together. So otherwise, if you're like somebody who's got a bunch of tools in your home and you're familiar with how to use them, you'll be able to put this table together probably in like 15 to 20 minutes, unlike myself. Let's talk about some logistics. So as you can see, the table is actually, it's splitting into halves. Which means it's very easy to store. So almost regardless of where you want to keep it, you can just line it up against the wall, and it's very compact. It's awesome for that purpose, for that reason. Now, when you're ready to play, though, it gets even better, because all you really have to do is just approach it from this side. I'm not sure if you can see it, probably not. Let me see if I can move the camera down a bit. So there's this red thingy right here, which is holding the table. So all you have to do is just push it like this, and that's it. You can just go ahead and put the table up like that, and you do the exact same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna do this. So once again, I'm gonna push on the red thingy and gently move the table. And so once you've done so, all you have to do is just line them up real nice, and that's it. That's the table. Now the interesting part is this. See the net? So the net is actually detachable. It comes in, it was really easy to assemble, and it has this crocodile sort of thingy here, if you can see it. And you literally just bite the net onto the table, and it has these nice strings that allow you to really make it tight. So when the ball hits the net, it's actually gonna bounce off of it, and it's really cool. Now another thing I really liked about it is that in case you've got your floor is not even, because for the most part, almost every house that I've ever lived in, there's always some kind of inconsistency, there's an angle. So the good thing is that the legs for this table, they come with adjustable levels. So I'm gonna point here. So these things right there, they're adjustable, so they can go up and down. And that's pretty cool because I was able to use my phone, and I got just an iPhone, right? And there's this app, it's called Measure, and I was able to use the level in the Measure app in order to align the table to a point where it was almost ideally straight. So, you know, my experience playing on this table so far has just been amazing. And again, I can't recommend this table highly enough. This is the 18mm version, by the way, because they do come in 3 different versions. I don't recall what the other versions are, but I was reading reviews online, and it pretty much said that if you're like an amateur, but you do care about the quality of the bounce of the ball against you know, the table, you want to get the 18mm, which is what I've got. I also wanted to get these little nets here for the balls, which I wasn't able to get because it wasn't in stock at the time. But otherwise, I'm really happy with this Joola ping pong table, and as you can see, it fits really nicely into the environment here in my basement. Just to give an idea what this environment actually looks like, right? There's the bathroom right there. There's a couple of poles which I thought would get in the way, and there's the walls, right? So it's a constraining, it's a limiting spot. But regardless of how limiting it is, I was still able to install it, to put it in, and to really get things going. Now, again, I really can't say enough good things about the table. At this point, I'm now inviting friends over a couple times a week. We're playing. I really got my game up as well. The bounce is really good. Naturally, when you're playing indoors, there's no wind or anything like that, because I used to play outdoors a lot and the wind really gets in the way. So if you're a ping pong enthusiast, if you're an amateur, if you're semi-pro, this table has really exceeded all my expectations, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for a ping pong table for at-home play. Plus, again, the price on this thing, really, compared to what you get in return and how many years it's going to serve you, is just insane. Honestly, I'm just really satisfied with it. The delivery was awesome. Now, one thing about delivery is that the guys who delivered it, they wanted to place it on the driveway, pretty much. They didn't want to like take it inside, so I had to offer them a little extra for them to bring it in, because it's a really heavy table, and if you are going to be bringing it inside, you'll actually need another pair of hands, so you probably need a couple of guys to bring it in. So if that's the case, be aware of that, okay? It is pretty heavy. Other than that, amazing purchase. I'm really happy, and I highly recommend it. Bye.